the schema, the model. We have some functions that we are using the model to interact with the database. Let's give some structure to this, right? So one of the best practices, we're going to be applying a couple of best practices. Like for instance, wherever we're going to encapsulate all the code that has to do with interacting with the data model and Mongo, right? We're going to put it under a directory called models, right? And under models, for instance, we're going to declare all the models for users and movies and whatever we want to, very much like we did for Java, right? We kind of created all the packages, right? So same thing here. So we're going to create here a file called user schema.js, right? And what we're going to do in here is that we're going to grab the Mongoose. We're going to load that. We need to load the library, and we're going to move the user schema in there. We're going to put the user schema in here. Okay. Now we want the schema to be accessible to the rest of the application, so that the rest of the application could do validation, can create models, maybe can use it as an embedded object in something much bigger. Yes, but we are going to convert this into a reusable entity, right? A reusable artifact. So to do this, we're going to export this module.exports. Exports, right? It's going to be equal to user schema. So module.export is the equivalent, right? Actually, no, there is no equivalent. Well, yeah, I mean, when you're exporting modules from other files, right? Export is a very common keyword, right? And module.export is the mechanism that Node.js implements to declare reusable, self-contained reusable components. Yes? And you can export whatever you want. You can export an object. Here we're exporting an object. Or you can export an entire function, right? And whoever imports this will have access to whatever you export. Make sense?